Welcome to a special Christmas edition of The Gospel Truth, celebrating the good news of Jesus Christ, Emmanuel, God with us. And now Andrew and Jamie continue talking with their special guests, Robert and Elizabeth Murin.
Welcome to our Christmas Day broadcast of The Gospel Truth. We got a very special broadcast for you today. All last week I had my good friends Robert and Elizabeth Murin with us, and my wife Jamie was with us all last week. And so again, today we are interviewing them, and we are talking about a musical that my creative arts department has put on entitled God With Us. And this is scheduled to be performed at the Pikes Peak Center in Colorado Springs, March the 23rd and the 24th, which is very significant for me. That'll be my 50th anniversary, March the 23rd, of when the Lord just totally transformed my life. And this musical is awesome. And we've been showing little clips from it. And today, on Christmas Day, we want to play a portion of this where it's about the Nativity. And basically, do you want to give the background and lead up to this so that they can understand what they're going to see?
Yes, we're going to meet Jairus, played by Adam Stone. So Jairus is seeking for the truth. He needs to know who Jesus is. And we lived in Israel for 10 years, and man, it must have been a shock. I think that if Jesus would have come and lived and gone to Paris today, he would have shocked us. You know, in the way he was so radical, he was so loving, you know, he was so non-religious in the way we see religion. Yeah. So imagine for them to have a man, and the people, is he a prophet, is he the Messiah? But then he does things that really, so I think Jairus was a bit confused. Is he the Messiah? He's different. They expected him maybe to be a little more religious, a little more holy, or I don't know, kingly. And then he starts following Jesus, and he sees what Jesus did. He sees Jesus touching and speaking to the woman that was caught committing adultery. And for me, that story just shows who Jesus is. You know, he doesn't say the law of Moses is not true, but he says, those of you without sin, throw the first stone. And then the way he speaks to the woman, wow, what a shock it must have been for them. At the same time, I think they were hungry for this grace and this mercy. And then he will go to Mary because he needs answers. So then they have this song that is one of my favorite. I need to know, who is this man? Mm-hmm. What kind of man commands the wind and waves, you know, to stop? What kind of man can raise people from the dead or forgive sins?
And also they pull up scriptures from the Old Testament, from their Torah, and explain, he should be this, he should be this. But then it's the crucial question that only Mary can answer. And they line up to the prophecy, because a virgin should have a child. Yeah. So Mary, tell me, that's kind of the purpose of coming to the house.
And so Elizabeth is playing Mary, and we have Peter bringing Jairus, which is Adam Stone, to Mary, and they ask these questions, and then she goes to reflecting on when the angel appeared to her. And so for those that haven't seen this before, as Mary is on stage telling this, there's this video going on behind the scenes about when she was announced by the angel, and then when Jesus was a little boy and stuff like this. So that's kind of the background of it. This is just awesome. So watch this, and we'll be back at the end of the program.
This is my father. Father.
Talita, what are you doing here? You're too sick to leave the house. You must return home to Mother immediately. Please.
I just want to see him one more time. I just want to hear his voice one more time.
You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor, but hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be called sons of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous.
There is something with this man I don't quite understand. He is wise like a serpent, yet gentle as a lamb. I need to know what he says of the Lord.
Master Jairus, look what we have found.
Why don't you take her to the new teacher, to Jesus, and let us hear what he has to say?
Of course. She was caught in the very act of adultery. According to the law of Moses, she deserves to die. What do you say?
Everything you say is right.
Yes!
According to the law, she deserves to die.
Of course!
So let him among you who is without sin, let him throw the first stone. Woman, where are now your accusers? Did not even one of them condemn you?
No, Master.
Neither do I. Go now and sin no more.
Master, don't you know what she is? She's a...
Simon, do not judge, or you too will be judged.
Daughter. Shh. What's your name?
I'm Maria from Magdala.
Maria from Magdala. Now you too can come and follow him.
No, not someone like me.
Oh, Maria. If you knew my Lord, you would understand that his heart goes to the outcast, to the lost ones of Israel. If you heard his voice calling out your name, if you saw yourself through his loving eyes, you would never be the same. If you knew my Lord, you would understand that his heart goes to the outcast, to the lost ones of Israel. If you heard his voice calling out your name, if you saw yourself through his loving eyes, you would never be the same. Can't you hear him?
Come home to me, all you heavy laden. Come home to me, let me give you rest.
Come with your sorrow.
Come home to me.
Lay down your burden.
Take on my yoke, you'll find rest for your souls. Come as you are,
He's waiting for you. He came for the lost ones, those who hunger for truth. Come with your pain, let him cover your shame. Come to him with your broken heart. Can't you hear him?
come home to me, all you heavy laden. Come unto me, let me give you rest.
I can hear his voice calling out my name. Simon,
Mary,
what is it?
I have someone who wants to meet you.
My name is Jairus.
He's the head of the synagogue in Capernaum.
I've heard about your little girl. What can I do for you?
I need to know, who is this man? If you could help me understand. For what we've seen goes far beyond the human nature of a man. What kind of man is he that holds the power over death?
What kind of man commands the wind, the wave, the storm be still? What kind of man is he who dares forgive the sinners from their sins? Could it be that he's the promised king of whom the scriptures prophesied? Could it be that my eyes have seen the hope of Israel?
It was written by the prophet Samuel that a king would come to the house of Israel. He would be the son of David. He would be the son of God.
And the prophet Jeremiah said he would rule the nations of the earth. He would be called the Lord of righteousness. His kingdom will have no end.
By Micah, it was prophesied he would be born in Bethlehem.
And Isaiah said, behold, a virgin shall conceive a son.
Mary,
It was a cold, dark winter night. A lonely star was shining bright. At once the night was filled with light. I heard the angel's voice calling out my name.
Behold, you are the chosen one. You do not need to fear, for the favor of the Lord is upon you. Soon you will give birth to a son. His name will be Yeshua. He will be the greatest. He will be called Son of Elion. Adonai will make him king of all. Will give him David's throne. He will rule the house of Jacob. Forever will his kingdom reign.
Servant of the Lord, let your will be done in me. I never knew a man, still I found myself with child. How could I explain to Joseph what the angel said? In dreams God spoke to him. His heart was filled with love. He became the father of my little baby boy. Maybe God chose me because of Joseph, my Joseph. Still many nights I wonder could God choose someone like me? I was afraid, so young and weak. I wondered, who am I that God would think of me?
Love, you are the chosen one. You do not need to fear, for the favor of the Lord is upon you. You gave birth now to His Son. His name will be Yeshua.
Man, isn't that awesome? You know, it's just speculation on our part, but who knows what was going through Mary's heart as all of these things happened. And I believe that Robert and Elizabeth, you guys have captured things that, you know, I've never thought of before. But Mary, man, it's bound to have been amazing for her to see what was happening with her son. And we didn't play this today. We'll play it the rest of the week. But when he is crucified and she sees him going through this, you know, the Bible doesn't expound on that a lot, but you know that's bound to have been horrific for her to see all this.
Yeah, not only the personal of her son, but the promise of him being, and the knowledge that this is the Son of God.
Yeah.
Who knows what she understood at that point.
Man, it's amazing. So anyway, it's thought-provoking. This is very, very good. And you know, on Christmas Day, I know that this is a little departure from what I'm normally doing on Christmas Day, but I think it's really good just to think about this. You know, another thing that you had in there, you put this in, I think because you heard me say it, which I really appreciate you doing that. But people portray Mary as going and telling Joseph that she was pregnant. And I don't believe that that's the way it happened. It doesn't say that in Scripture. It says she was found with child after being with Elizabeth for 3 months, and so she was showing that she was pregnant. And I believe that God spoke directly to Joseph in this dream, and then when he got this information that your child is going to be called Jesus, the exact same thing he told Mary, what a confirmation. And again, I think that is so much better than the way that we typically envision these kind of things happening.
Wow.
So I think it's really good the way that you've portrayed it, because that was very evident the way that it was done. So, man, good things are happening. So Jamie, what do you have to say? You hadn't spoken today on our program. Do you have anything to say about all of this?
Well, the God with us, I have, going back to Hymn of His Garment, I've probably sung it over 100 times now. In not just performances, but we sing it at our Gospel Truth seminars and our conferences, and I have never gotten tired of that music, that song, mainly because a lot of this, when you say the people in here, you can relate to these people.
Yes.
You can relate to what God has done for you and what Jesus has done for you, so it makes it fairly easy to portray the people that you play in here, because you can relate to their experiences.
I remember when we performed this at the Pike Peak Center. I say we, I wasn't in it, but I was watching y'all.
Prophesying.
But I remember after it was over, I got up and I said, you know, these aren't just stories. This is truth. It's reality. And then we had some of the actors come up, like Emily, who had been in a wheelchair, and now she's one of the leading roles. And Jeremiah come up, who had multiple sclerosis and was raised off of his deathbed. Timothy McDermott, who is healed of Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism.
Which he's on one of our Healing Journey
Yeah.
CDs.
And I mean, God is still doing these miracles today. The good news about all this, it's all real. And so we are just thrilled about what God's doing and hope that you've been blessed by this today. Man, we want you to have a great Christmas, and hopefully this has just helped you to go back 2,000 years and kind of imagine what it must have been like when Jesus first came to this earth. But it's powerful, and praise God for the redemption that He purchased for us.
Yeah.
Again, I want to mention that we have the DVD of the portion that you saw today. All of that is on here. This is a 2.5-hour performance with an hour and a half worth of behind the scenes. And then we have this book that is from our Heart of Christmas production. And this is the Servant King book that is a portion of that. And inside of this book are 2 CDs that has all of the audio on this. And so that you can get this as a package deal. You can get this by itself or this by itself. If you'll listen, our announcer will give you that
Even though our
information.
office is closed today, you can go online and get your tickets to go see
Thank you very
God
much for
with
saying
us.
that. I had forgotten, but you can go to our website and you can order the materials or get the tickets for the March 23rd performance of God With Us. God bless you. We'll see you again tomorrow. We're going to continue interviewing Jamie and Robert and Elizabeth on our broadcast tomorrow.
We hope you've enjoyed watching these scenes from the God With Us production. My name is Masoa Andrus, and I'm a Charis Bible College graduate, and I play the complaining woman in God With Us.
I just can't take it anymore. I'm so tired, I'm so bored. The sun is burning all day long. The desert is so dry and strong. Pack your things and start to walk it down. There's ain't no time to talk. You have to work and walk before the sun goes down. Every day is just the same, and we know who is to blame. This promised land is nothing more than just a dream.
Today, Andrew is offering the God With Us DVD that contains the entire 2.5-hour production, as well as over an hour and a half of behind-the-scenes footage. This DVD is phenomenal. It is powerful and mesmerizing. It puts a face to the many different characters in the Bible that we have learned from and makes their stories come to life and tangible to us. You will be able to experience the love of God in a new and entertaining way.
We hope you've enjoyed watching Andrew and Jamie's interview with Robert and Elizabeth Murin and hearing about the theater productions God With Us and the Heart of Christmas. Today, Andrew's offering the God With Us DVD that contains the entire 2.5-hour production, as well as over an hour and a half of behind-the-scenes footage. This DVD is packed with entertainment. You'll be captivated by these stories as they're woven together into a biblical masterpiece. The Bible will come alive to you like it never has before, and the message is clear and easy to understand for any age. This DVD is available for $25. Also available today for the first time is the brand new book, The Servant King. This beautiful 8.5 by 11 book is perfect to display on your coffee table and has 288 full-color pages with pictures from the Heart of Christmas production, and comes with 4 audio discs that include the audio book and songs from the production. This book, including the 4 discs, is available for only $49. Or you can get both the God With Us DVD and the Servant King book when you order the God With Us package. This valuable package is available for just $65 when you contact us. Also, for our viewers in the U.S. only, Andrew's offering a special limited edition version of the Servant King book. There are only 500 numbered copies available, so make sure to contact us today for more information. Go to awmi.net to see all the ways you can get these products. While there, you can discover other products and download many free resources. Our helpline is closed today to allow our employees to celebrate the Christmas holiday. You can order ministry materials or become a Grace Partner 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at awmi.net. To write us, use the address on your screen.
Our lives were turned right side up when we came to an Andrew Wommack event back in 2006. Our daughter Hannah was just given 2 weeks to live, but at that conference she was prayed for, and praise God she was miraculously healed, and she's 100% well to this day.
Since Hannah was healed, we found that there have been many people that have been healed at Andrew's events.
It's not a question of will he heal you, he's already healed you.
What I really like about Andrew, and this is the way I'm geared, I like the information that he has.
This just changes me, and we're always going from one level to another.
It's one of those mountaintop experiences. It's been exhilarating, refreshing, energizing.
When you attend a Gospel Truth Conference, you're going to be inspired by powerful praise and worship with Charlie and Jill LeBlanc and Andrew teaching the life-changing Word of God. There are prayer ministers there as well. The next Gospel Truth Conference is in Phoenix, Arizona, January 4th through the 6th, with guest speaker Jeremy Pearsons. Come expecting and join Andrew and Jeremy at the next Gospel Truth Conference. Register today at awmi.net/conferences.
I am really excited to share with you something that we've never done before. This is an 800-page book that I've put out, studying verse by verse through the book of Proverbs. And this is a whole set that goes along with it. We've got this little cover right here that says Proverbs, timeless teaching for a life of blessing. And then we've got this little notepad that goes with it. All of this was engraved by my son that was raised from the dead. He does this for a living. And we wanted to advertise this because I'm going to start teaching verse by verse through the book of Proverbs on our television program, and we would like to encourage you to write in and get this material in advance so that as I study through this, you will be able to follow me. Listen to our announcer and he'll give you more information.
You can get this Proverbs gift box, which also includes Andrew's book on Proverbs, the leather-bound journal, as well as a pen so you can chronicle your journey as you study through Proverbs with Andrew. The Proverbs gift box is also a great idea for friends and family. Contact us today to order the Proverbs gift box for yourself or someone you care about.
Charis Online was perfect for my busy life. And the best part is, my relationship with God and family is forever changed.
Thanks to Charis Online, I've grown as a person. I see I can change the world right where I'm at. And because of that, this is my mission field.
Taking my Charis courses online really fits into my schedule. I'm seeing life differently, and the people around me, they're noticing.
Charis Online has meant the world to us. We're hearing God's voice better than ever before. We love this new stage in our lives.
How will Charis change your life? Why not start today? Go to charisdistanceeducation.org to get your free lesson. Again, that's charisdistanceeducation.org.
I'd like to encourage you to check out our inside story on our website. This is where we interview people behind the scenes. Go check it out at awmi.net and then check on the inside story. It'll be a blessing to you.